Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy, Cam Topical Juice, and wait! Fam, these episodes every year are the best. I thought yesterday's episode was the best, but I think today's episode could be the best still. You know what? Let's just get into this, man. Like the video for me, press that subscribe button. It's road to 50k, man. Please help your boy get to 50k. There's still a lot of people that are watching the videos that ain't subscribing. Please help your boy get there. Of course, if you want to support your boy's merchandise, in the description below. Paige started the episode by talking about how she feels like there's a weight being lifted off her shoulders from her talking to Jay. I hear it. Cool, that makes sense. She's had the conversation. She relays that back to the girls. And then Tash is basically saying that her and Andrew are in a way better place now as well. Now, it's funny because the producers definitely know what they're doing by showing them first, because they're the ones who had the biggest issue come the end. It really built up the whole storyline today with the whole Ekin-Su thing and the V-Day thing, which I cannot wait to get into, by the way, and a whole heap of random stuff. So the producers really know what they're doing. They're doing pretty well with that. In terms of the way they kind of pace the show and plot the certain storylines, and I respect it. I hear it. Then Luka and Jax talk, and Luka, fam, why are they talking about Gemma, to be honest? I understand that they're supposed to be friends, but they've literally got a girl in common. So I just feel like you may as well avoid that topic altogether unless you're trying to look for something. Do you understand? Because I just personally wouldn't talk about Gemma if I was them two, but whatever, they've spoken about them. And then Jax has obviously fed some information back about how he didn't really like being with her because he couldn't really be himself and this and this and rah. Now, that's got nothing to do with Luka. So if I'm Luka hearing that, I'll be like, oh yeah, I hear that. Oh, that's fair because your personality is quite outgoing and she doesn't really like that, but I'm not really that outgoing, so that shouldn't really be a problem. Done. That's it. Storyline finished. That's it. There's no further discussion to be had. You get it? So it's just funny how that then became a little bit of a drama. Listen, before I even go anywhere else, Gemma, she doesn't like Luka, innit? It's very obvious. Now, before I kind of talk about what was going on beforehand, when you saw Luka in the confessionary thing, whatever that little interview room, yeah, he goes, that's about the only action I've got, in ages or whatever. I get as much action as a cardboard box or whatever it was, cupboard or something. Really observe that she is not affectionate with him at all, on camera, off camera. And I believe, yeah, when they get out the house, it's the rate at which this relationship is going to capitulate is going to be mind-blowing. Now, Luka, he knows about Michael Owen, by the way. They all do. They all know. They knew from the jump. So people think, because the producers would make a big deal of it. No, they won't. They don't want to show that stuff. That everyone knows Owen's her dad. So he knows that. So he just wants the bag, man. But they ain't going to last at all. And on top of that, to be honest, I've got to give Luka donut of the day. Because he said, when you have that moment when you love someone, I think I had that today, like, who are you talking to when you say these interviews, bro? Are you talking to us, the audience, or are you talking to Michael Owen? I feel like, I haven't said it, I really tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, but when I look at him, I feel like he's literally talking to Owen. Like, I feel like he's really trying to hit home that message that he really likes his daughter. And he loves his daughter. Bro, come on, you don't. I just refuse to believe it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, listen, by the end, 8 weeks, that's 2 months. If they're still together by then, holiday romance or not, I'll be more inclined to believe it. Because that's a long time to be with someone in terms of like every day, you really be with each other, you've seen the highs and lows. I'll hear it, you get it, but I still think it's too early. And if it was going smooth and they were kind of fan favourites, then I'd get it. Like 3 weeks in, I'd get it. You just know when someone's in love. They ain't in love. They both ain't in love. That's not mutual. It's just not. Her heart raced more for Jax. Jax kissed her on the cheek and it was the most awkward. It was just dead. You know what I'm saying? So how? Nah, Luka, I'm sorry. You have to be donut of the day, bro. I'm sorry. There's a lot of potential donuts. But yeah, you're donut of the day, man. Now, Danica and Ekin-Su talk. Now, this scene was real interesting because I was torn when I was watching the scene. I was thinking, do I rate this? Or is she gonna get donut of the day for this? Approaching Andrew on this tip. Like, I was thinking, what's going on here? But then it makes sense. The producers, they're clever. That was her little storyline. That was her little story arc, her redemption, road to redemption, you understand? She obviously decided to make this move. Whatever kind of prompted her to do this is beyond me. Like, was it literally just the Ekin-Su chat? Was it producers? Whatever, who knows? But she's obviously then had this conversation with Andrew, and then that then leads on to later, where they have the game, and Andrew heart racing by Danica, all that stuff. We'll get to that later. But and then it made sense. So then I rate Danica now. I respect her a bit more. I give her. She was on this bad bitch thing today, and she secured the bag today. You know, she got a win, and I respect her for that. At the start, I was thinking, are you donut today? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? This ain't gonna bang. Him and Tasha are like, whatever, like. But then, you know what? I respect it. You did your thing today, Danica. Well done. You get big brownie points today. Luka then talks to Gemma about the whole party boy situation, this, and this. Again, I don't really want to talk about this too much because it's just it was just pointless. In the reality of the situation is, if you're not a party boy, problem solved. And then that leads on to Gemma and Jax talking, and they've still got a bit of, honestly, there's a little bit of friction there. I don't think they like each other like that, but there's obviously still an element of course it's your ex, there's going to be an element of something, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be an element of something, but ultimately I don't think there's anything there, because the way they really like, it's real kind of like, oh, you fuck off, what? Proper beef thing. I respected her, I'm here for the drama. Now let's get on to the challenge. I was even thinking, should I just start on the challenge, but nah. Danica smashed it. I'm happy for her, she did her thing, I was enjoying her show. I thought Andrew heart being raced by her was interesting. I think, again, it just makes sense though, in a way. Does it make sense? I don't know, it's like the human brain's complex, you know. The fact that he realised Danica was interested in him, that probably was quite new information, got him kind of excited, kind of got him thinking. Then seeing her doing things like that, you know, it's a bit thrilling in that moment, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean anything. So the whole Tash getting mad at it, let's even talk about that. Like, lads in the audience, I really hope you observed this episode, because you got a real insight into women with this episode, and you know, just the reassurance that they need, how kind of sometimes how emotional they can be. And again, this isn't a bad thing. The best thing about women is they're emotional, but sometimes it can be their downfall. But I'm just saying, and you know, how sensitive. But yeah, just the way they reacted to the results. Again, we will go back to this, but I just kind of want to talk about the whole Tash and India situation. Bro, how can India weren't that serious. I mean, she was throwing a half strop, but she can't be serious, bro. How can you be serious throwing a strop with Dami when your heart was racing for Andrew? Come on now. Come on. You understand? Like, come on. I mean, if there's ever a glass house, you understand? So that one there was silly. But lads, observe India. She literally did the mad thing, but she still was a bit upset with Andrew. Like, it negates it, in my opinion. Honestly, if I had my results first and I was like, oh shit, it's not my girl, fuck, I'm pissed. And then I found out my girl's heart was racing by someone else, I don't give a fuck. It's negated, straight up. Right, cool. We're both as bad as each other, innit? You know what I'm saying? So it's calm. But anyway, but I understand the Tash one. I do hear it. Like, I understand why the girls are upset in it. I do understand why Tash was upset. But at the end of the day, it is just a game. It doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Even the heart monitor thing itself, because it's a game, people are doing different things. People are sucking fingers, twerking. You never know what part of it kind of got someone racing the most. But Andrew reassured her, again, lads, pay attention, the reassurance women need. She kind of got over it and let it go. Now, again, I understand why she was mad, so I don't blame her. It's just, don't actually throw a strop though and really be walking off and this, that, because it's not that serious, you feel me? Going back to the actual challenge now, Ekin-Su. Now, listen, this whole Ekin-Su and Davide situation. Now, it's very important, guys, when you make a point in this life, to always contemplate the other things, the other factors. Now, I've constantly said, I don't see Davide and Ekin-Su happening, and I still don't. But what did I say 2 episodes ago? I said, unless there's a game that comes up, and I had no idea this game was coming up, I said, if there's a game that comes up, that could be the catalyst for a spark. That's exactly what happened today. So even when I'm wrong, I'm right, you understand? But I don't think I'm wrong anyway. I don't believe Davide wants Ekin-Su, I don't. And I think even that conversation they had at the end of the day kind of confirmed it, bro. People are really trying hard to kind of force that. But then again, Ekin-Su is trying to force that as well. I don't think Davide is interested, but I think he enjoys the thrill. Of course, guys, he's a man at the end of the day. Ekin-Su is somewhat attractive, you get it? Like, he's gonna enjoy the thrill. He knows Ekin-Su likes him. So he's gonna enjoy playing with her and teasing her and talking about foursome and this and that and I know you want me, do you tell me, do you like me and all this stuff and like he's gonna enjoy the back and forth. But in his heart of hearts, he don't want Ekin-Su in it. And I'm just gonna, it's quite funny watching her try and angle her way to doing this. But obviously tomorrow's episode, they're picking tomorrow's episode. So it's a recoupling. So Charlie and Jay, we can say bye to them, innit? Because obviously Davide's gonna stay. Ekin-Su's obviously gonna pick Davide if it's out of those three anyway. But yeah, Ekin-Su did her thing in the dance. Davide's heart was obviously racing for her because he kissed her. Like, people need to realise, like, deep the realities of the situation. She kissed him on a public reality TV show, innit? While she was straddling him. He's thinking while he's kissing her, my God, my family are watching this. My heart would also fall out my asshole. Do you understand? Like, it's of course it's going to be Ekin-Su, storyline or not, you feel me? Gemma seemed a bit upset that Paige got some attention from Jax in the game, which is quite interesting. Yeah, Davide, my guy, the old right bum cheek nibble. I hear that, bro. I respect that. Mark your territory, bro. No wonder Danika's heart was racing. I feel you. I feel you. Oh my days, bro. Wait, who did I give donut of the day to earlier? Because either way, I might have to retract it. It might have to be. Listen, you know what? First ever episode with 2 donuts of the day. Who did I give donut of the day to earlier, bro? Luka. Sorry. Joint place, Charlie. Brother, this guy is going out sad. I've never seen someone more stiff, and it was proper. Paige weren't holding back. She was saying, dun dun, dun dun. She weren't holding back. Listen, that was stiff. You know what? I give credit where credit's due. Big up yourself for attempting it. You tried. Lord loves a trier, but that doesn't mean it wasn't horrific. It's funny because I was talking to someone the other day, and they were like, he's got sex eyes, Charlie, sex eyes. And I kind of know what someone means when they say that, but if that's all he's got, he ain't got no sex moves anyway. He ain't got no sex appeal anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? He ain't got no sex factor anyway. Because he's struggling, boy. Antigone as well. Wow, there's so many talking points. That Antigone kind of laid it on Davide. Listen, Davide this episode was the MVP, man. Davide is the one that he's just floating around enjoying this kind of single life, getting a free holiday. Everyone's happy in their relationships and he kind of is their friend, but he's the one that seems to get the attention in the games. I noticed it, in what game was it a few weeks ago or whatever, where he just seems to he got kissed a lot and this. He's a dark horse still. He's a dark horse. He was the MVP today, just enjoying. Ekin-Su was feeling him, Antigone feeling him. Like, it was a madness. I can't remember what else someone else did something. India though. I mean, all of the girls, bro, all of the girls were a lot. Tash did her thing. I can't lie, all of the girls did their thing. I'm trying to think who. Some of them did their thing better than others. I'm giving credit where credit's due. The girls were pretty good, but India, she only had the one move in her locker, yeah, but the way she did her thing in it, that's what I'm saying. Like, but the boys, Jax okay, Jay okay. I'm trying to think. Dami was probably the best, was he? I can't think. I can't even remember. I wasn't even pre-boys like that. Anyway, the results came in. Charlie's was raised by India. Very interesting. Oh shit! Jay, Jax, and Luka were all raised by Gemma. Fam, let's not forget Gemma's age here, you lot. That's what I'm gonna say, innit? Like, Jay, you're a big man. And your thing's being raised by a little gal. But I suppose they've got a little chemistry in that. To be fair, she did do her thing, but Jay, I'm looking at you, bro. Anyway, Dami and Paige, Davide raised by Ekin-Su, Andrew raised by Danica, yep, Jax raised by Gemma, Danica raised by Davide, Paige by Luka, which is quite interesting, and Ekin-Su's by Luka as well, so he got a dub, got a cheeky dub. India by Andrew, Tasha by Andrew, Gemma by Jax. And I did miss someone because I forgot writing someone down, but anyway, at the end of the episode, they all kind of talk and people start arguing. Tash starts arguing with Thingy, Andrew walks away, Jax makes a snidey little comment about, if she's walking away from that, then that's pathetic or something like that. And I thought, why are you saying something like that? And that's what I'm saying, like, bro, I even said a few episodes that My Man was becoming one of my favourites, and I think that was very, very rash of me still. I think that was very, very premature of me there. I take that back, because the way he dealt with his argument with with Paige was not it, you lot. It's giving me very toxic, that masculinity kind of, yeah, kind of, I don't really rate, I don't know, I'm not really feeling that. Like, what did he say to Pash? He goes, oh, fuck off then. Like, that attitude is very snappy, it's very aggressive. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. And I think Paige is getting a bit taken aback. Like, don't get me wrong, as I said, Paige's heart was raised by who? By Luka. So, she also hasn't really got a leg to stand on, but the way he kind of snapped to her was not it, innit? I think the whole thing, I think Paige was being dramatic as well, because she was like, oh, I'm done, and this and that. I don't really know what I missed here. Like, they were literally on like cloud 9 yesterday, allegedly, and now they're done the next day saying she has to fuck off. Like, either way, as I said yesterday, they'll capitulate on the outside, if not Casa and more. They're not lasting anyway. So, yeah, if Jay's here long enough, he might even be able to swoop back in. You get it? So that would be a real... that would be a real storyline, but I think this episode's kind of long. But yeah, just circling back to Jax, how he said to Paige, like, I don't understand how you could have a problem with that. What do you mean you don't understand? Okay, you might not agree with it, and it might be a bit annoying, because I get it, it is annoying, like, whatever, you don't mean it like that, you still like Paige, but what do you mean you don't understand? Don't downplay her emotions, and it's obvious why she feels upset. Why was your heart racing for your ex? It makes sense, but just reassure her it's not that deep and that you like her. Don't be fucking snapping and rah, rah, rah. There's hella donuttery in this episode still, but anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe. What the hell do I know? Just manage 20s. Peace.